Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming back. This is Eric Rios here. So excited you're here. We're going to talk about what business should I start? This is a great question. People ask us all the time. What business should I start? And most people end up getting stuck on this one question right here. They never go past this one question. They get stuck here and they don't move forward because they don't know what I should start. Even though they might have great skills in one thing or another, they still think to themselves, what should I start? So I'm going to tell you, what should you start? I'm going to go through several things that I think you should start, and I want you to pick and choose what you think you should start, because this is really not as hard as you think it is. So number one is I want you to think about what you love doing. Yes, that's important, because if you're going to start a business, it's going to become your life. It's going to become your family. It's going to become everything about who you are as a person, and it's going to consume you in so many ways, and it needs to be something you love doing. It needs to be something, in my opinion, you're skilled at as well. Do you have the skills to do what you're going to do? Now, some businesses, let me tell you this, some businesses, you may not have the skills. Like if you're buying a franchise, they're going to teach you the skills for the business part of it. Now, you don't always have to have all the skills in many different businesses, but in many businesses, when you're a startup, especially in service-based industries, because I love the service-based industry. I love blue-collar workers. I've been a blue-collar worker since I was 18 years old, started in the trades as a welder, became a plumber. So I've owned two plumbing companies, a carpet cleaning company, restoration company, a handyman company. And I've always built businesses where I had employees do the majority of the work. Everything I've done, I've built it around that. But when you first start, you don't have that ability just to have employees most of the time. So that's why it's important that you love what you're going to do, because it's going to really help you get this thing going and make it work for you in a very positive way. Okay. So make sure something you love doing, and then ask yourself, do I have the skills to do what it is I love doing? And most of the time you have those skills. Okay. So number two is something you think you could actually succeed in. This is going to be a big thing that you may not even think about, and others don't tell you, because what happens is you don't feel like you have the competence and the confidence to succeed in doing what you're about to start a business in. This is really important that you understand this. Is that you don't feel like you have that confidence, especially the confidence. Now, you may have some competence, but you still lack the confidence. But more confidence, I promise you, will give you more confidence. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. The more you know about something, the more confident you are that you can do something. So the thing is do something you think you can succeed in. And my thing is this, is that even if you don't think you can succeed and you love it, try it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Is that you have to change directions. That's the worst that's going to happen. But in reality, if you love it, you can do it. I guarantee you can do this. Make sure it's something you believe in, because if you don't believe in it, you're never going to sell it, your ideas, your services, your packages, to the people that you're going to need to sell it to. If you don't believe in this business, it's never going to work. I have seen so many people go into different kinds of business, especially network marketing businesses and other things similar to that. They really didn't believe in what they were selling. Well, I can assure you of this. If you don't believe in it, don't go into business in it, because you're never going to sell it. The odds of you selling the services to make money are going to be so low, you're going to be challenged to ever be successful. So make sure you believe you can succeed in what you're about to embark on, because you're going to invest your time, your life, your resources in doing what you want to do. Okay. Something I always ask, I said, is there a high demand for what I want to start a business in? I mean, it's a good question to ask yourself. Is there a high demand for that? Doing your business research is going to be key, and it's going to help you figure out very quickly, should I start a business in this industry? Is there a demand for this? And if there's not a demand, could I create a demand for there to be one? So think about when widgets came out, the little spinners. There was never a demand for those things, but they created a demand because people liked those. It's something they could spin in their hand. It was fun. It was cool. It was exciting. They were able to create a demand for those things. So when you think about a demand, are you already doing what you want to go into business to do? It could be a trade. It could be a craft. It could be just whatever you think is. And we're going to go into those in a few minutes as well. But is there a high enough demand that you can be successful in that business? Now you say, well, the market's saturated. There's too many of them. The market's never saturated, because people are going to go out of business all the time. And the reason I say that is because people never commit or a lot of times do not commit to the process, the long-term, the journey. And also people are selling their businesses, they're moving out of the business, they're closing them, they're retiring. So there's always going to be a demand if it's a high demand business. I like a higher demand business because I like people to want to call me quicker. It's a lot better way to make money faster if it's a high demand business. So I've owned 2 plumbing companies, and I can tell you very quickly that by owning 2 plumbing companies, it's simple to do. People need this every single day of their lives. It's going to be there. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be there. So think about your business that you want to get into. Is there a demand for it? And is there enough of a demand for it that you're going to feel comfortable going into business where you can sell it? Now, we can teach you the skills to sell that business, to sell those services, to get those clients. Those are all easy skills to teach you, because we're going to teach you how to utilize other people to get those things for your business. Okay, so number 4, find something else that somebody is doing and do it better. If you look at most things in life, someone else started something specifically and they just made it better. I mean, if you look and really think about that, you can go back to all the different kinds of business that you see someone else has already done it. But what happened was somebody else decided that they're going to do it better. So you look at the movie industry. When we had Blockbuster, we had all the different box stores who sold the movie rentals. We had all those different things. So what somebody did, they said, well, we're going to evolve and we're going to do it better. So then Netflix came out, Hulu, all these different places, and they just did it better in a way that was more convenient for the client versus the client having to leave their home, drive to the store, go back in there. And when you go back to my age, when we were younger, we had to rewind the video because it was VHS. We had to rewind the videos, take them back. So all somebody did was found something that was already successful and they just made it better. And you can do the same thing. You don't have to have all the skills in the world to do those things, but just find something and just make it better. And you can be very successful in that business. Find a high demand business, make it better for the clients, and you can do better with those things. Okay. All right. So number 5, we're going to talk about different kinds of businesses. So I think this is important for you to think about the different kind of business that you can do. Specializing in a specific thing is very good. It really helps you to grow a lot faster in a business because you're going to be a specialty business versus a generalist. So it's going to make a big difference for you. Okay. So we're going to talk about, different businesses I've helped people in, and there's been quite a few of them since I've been doing this for the last 15 years, helping people start businesses and grow businesses, and then owning my own businesses as well, doing all these different things. So photography is a great one. You can really specialize in, weddings or graduations. There's so many different areas you can go. You can do commercial, you can do headshots, you can work with big corporations. There's so many things you can do in photography, but once it's a good business that you can make a lot of money in as a company if you build it as a business. But remember, it doesn't always have to be built as a business where you have employees doing all the work. You can do all the work yourself if that's what you want to do, and that's what you love to do. You don't have to take on that additional responsibility. So don't think that you have to do that. So then we're looking at beauty. So I helped an individual start a business in the beauty industry. They were able to be successful starting week 1. They were making money week 1, and they stayed booked for 2 straight years. And I was told, do not advertise anymore for me on Facebook. And we only spent $135 on just a simple advertising that got this individual going very quickly in their business. And they were doing eyelashes. We kept them so busy, and they could add so much more if they wanted to, but they chose not to at the time because they wanted to do it. They wanted to learn it. They wanted to learn the skills. They wanted to learn the business. They really wanted to build a good brand for themselves first. And that's what they did. And now they're ready to grow, and they started to grow in other areas of the beauty industry. So something else is the trades. I've been in the trades my entire life since I was 18 years old. I've known the trades, been in the trades, love the trades, love blue collar workers, because I believe that the world is built around blue collar workers. It really is. Everything that happens, the building you stand in was built by a blue collar worker. So everything that we have comes from blue collar workers in so many ways. So I love them. I think they're phenomenal to have. I really have so much respect for those people who are willing to go do things that just seem really hard. And sometimes they are really hard. So, but you can look at mechanics. I've helped people in the mechanics business for being mechanics, landscaping, fitness, power washing, handyman business, carpet cleaning, remodeling, roofing, home health care, plumbing, HVAC, electrical. If you notice the one same thing about all these people, all these businesses, is they're all service-based businesses. And this is why I love them. The reason I love specializing in certain things in service-based businesses is because when you charge for a service or product, you get paid the same day. So what we don't want to, what I don't like to do is go into a business where it's going to have a payment that lags, where we're waiting 30 days to get paid. We're waiting 60 days to get paid in many different facets. So I like to focus on the service-based businesses that allow you to get paid quickly. That's going to make a huge difference for you. But all these businesses I just mentioned, they all, the main thing is they're service-based businesses, and they all are built with the same business foundations. But what's different about each one of them is what you charge, how you charge, and your cost of doing business. And depending on how you decide to grow, to scale your business to, if you wanted to sell your business. Because if you want to sell your business, you're going to have if it's of any value. You can still sell a business even if you didn't have employees, but the value is going to be a lot lower. The goal is to build a business that allows you to have freedom, life, enjoyment, money, to where you can travel the world, you can travel the States, wherever you want to go, you can do whatever you want to do. You're not limited to living a life of being stuck as a solopreneur. Now, there's nothing wrong being a solopreneur where you're the only person who does the work. And we can look at many different kinds. You look like a chiropractor. Chiropractor, many times they don't make money unless they have clients coming in, and they've got to be there. And many other trades and crafts as well. They depend on themselves to be there in order for the company to make money. So make sure you try to build a business that allows you to find employees who can do the work, where your business still runs, whether you're there or not. That's the idea of building a great business. I built everything I've ever done based on that one principle, and all the businesses have the same business foundations, once again, except for maybe what they charge, how they charge, their cost of business, and how they generate leads. Because some businesses are want-based businesses, some businesses are need-based businesses, some businesses are, I guess, split between want and needs. Plumbing, let's say, for example, is definitely a need-based business. 90% of the time, they need you to come out to fix something right away. That's going to make a big difference. So you have HVAC, it's the same way. Let's say you live in a very hot climate like Phoenix and your air conditioner goes up. That's need-based. They need you there right now to fix it. So you look at the demand that's very high for those kinds of things for need-based business. Then we have want-based business. We look at remodels, like a remodeling contractor. Maybe you are a remodeler. They don't need to have their kitchen remodeled. They want to have their kitchen remodeled. So how we market to those people are just a little bit different, and how we spend money on that marketing. So the biggest thing is we ask the question, what business should I start? And I go back to start one that you love. Start one that you think you would be successful in. Start one that you think you could enjoy for a long time. Start one that you're going to just be able to focus on and just have fun doing. And realize it's going to be hard. It's going to suck. There's going to be challenging times, but it can also be really good if you can just keep looking at the long term, because the long term is going to get you where you want to go. Don't just settle for what you think you can't have. Don't just not do it because someone else is doing it better already. Well, people are always going to be doing it better. There's no way around it. People are always going to be doing it better than you. It's always going to, but your goal is to be better than yourself tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. You're always going to be improving. That's the number one thing. Okay, guys, my name is Eric Rios. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button, like this video. It helps me grow my channel. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next video.